Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Butler Family Farm. It is September 1st, so it's time for me to give you a little garden update. Not embarrassed by it or feel bad about it, because it is what it is, and I need to be a serious gardener, which that's what I want to do. I really need to figure out what I can do to not have this happen again. This particular condition happens to me most every August. Not so bad when I was using straw bales. I was able to kind of like protect my plants, and it was a little bit better. But this year I did, the raised beds in the totes, which, was fine. And the buckets, which are not suffering, but you'll see. And it's going to be a quick viewing, because it's just disastrous. A while back we took down the fence on the other side so that Robert could get in here with the mower, and this is what's happened since the mower. We mowed down all this Johnson grass that's out here on the east side and underneath our walnut trees, and we got it down pretty good. I didn't put any kind of covering on it. I actually wanted to bring some more totes in here, and I didn't. But in the meantime, it did, it didn't overtake the garden. Right here I've got zucchini and squash still going, blooming out. My cherry tomatoes are just about shot. I experienced the tomato hookworm this year, and so I think that stunted some of my cherry tomatoes, but I actually had planted 4 in there, and I know now next year I'm going to do better companion gardening, and I'm going to have a few more of these raised beds, totes out here, so I could spread out my tomatoes and use them better for the other plants. This one has one tomato plant in it. It's got I think it was a Roma or San Martin. There's a couple more on there, right? I picked some because I'm going to try fermented salsa today. I'm kind of excited. I've finally got all the parts I needed to make it, so I'm going to do that. And then the tomatoes. This is all from the outside. We took down that cattle panel and used it for another purpose, so this kind of got overgrown. I've got 2 tomato plants out here that, there's 1 tomato on that one that still needs to green up. But the hookworm got to, a little rabbit, got to some of my plants. And as you can see, even though I have the buckets up on a pallet, I still have that stinking ass Johnson grass trying to get in. I have a bean plant doing pretty good, lots of flowers, fingers crossed I get some beans before our frost, and our frost is about 6 weeks away, so we'll see. And then this yellow tub, I'm going to put some more dirt in it, and I'm going to plant garlic in it. And it's a wicking tub, so I'll keep water filled up from the bottom and water it from the top until it starts. I've got a couple videos that I've watched that gave me some good directions. This first one here in front, right here, this is supposed to be onion plants. I do not know if we were successful or not. I pulled some out, and there's really nothing on the bottom. I might have to dig down like you do with potatoes. And the next bed over is my pepper one, and you can kind of see some color in there. There's a yellow one down on the bottom, and the poblanos are still going. And as with the tomato plants in the totes next year, I will not overcrowd. And then on the end is some sweet potatoes that I put in, as well as what I've got over on the back patio. But as you can see, it's just kind of like a losing battle. I've rolled the weeds down. I might come out here with my Saker hedge trimmer and see if I can get some of this down, but this is what happens in this area. And when I did in-ground gardening when I first moved here, we plowed it up and whatever, and then the stinking ass Johnson grass came and just basically took over. So I didn't garden for a couple years until I found out about straw gardening, which was maybe 2009 or 10, and I tried that. And I was actually successful a couple years with the straw bale. It's the conditioning process, it's the watering, and unfortunately what happens in August is I leave for about 5 days to do my California retreat with my sisters, and I see my mom, and it gets watered, but not the way I would water it. So I need to figure out a good watering system that's on a timer for next year, because I really want to make the garden bigger, and I'm already in the planning stages, which sounds silly maybe, but I'm already in the planning stages right now for next year. These are my sweet potato pots, containers, and they're still going, and like I said, I've got frost in about 6 weeks, so I'll probably pull my sweet potatoes out the end of September, first week of October, sorry, and then rejuvenate the dirt and use it for something else. So I'm going to move these strawberry plants who are just, sitting here looking pretty. I did get some strawberries off of them, not a whole lot, but I do like, I do like how we our do-it-yourself vertical garden that we made with PVC pipe and these planters from Dollar General. I want to figure out how I can do a watering type tub, a watering type system, instead of just spraying the water on them like I did. Kind of emulate what they've got going. But these actually, some of the these survived me. I've got my potato buckets that I'm going to unearth this weekend, see what we got there, and get them in the drying stages. So I bought this pot of irises from a vendor. I don't remember her name, but it was at the Okie Homestead Expo that was in Pryor, Oklahoma, first part of June. And I looked it up, and it said that August through October is the time to transplant these. So I'm going to get my Saker cutters out, grass trimmers, hedge trimmers, and trim this stuff around the circle in here. I don't want to move the rocks because that's kind of, I don't know, symbolic to me. But anyway, I have enough to where I can kind of plant them in a star shape, which that's what I want to do. So I'm going to share my efforts with you, and that will be finishing off my September 1 gardening update. So hang in here while I go get my tools and get the camera set up, and I'll be right back. In advance, I'll apologize for the road noise because this is right along Starling Road that I'm doing this. And also, if they may be done by now because it's after 9 o'clock, but it is September 1st. It's the opening day for dove season, so there's a possibility you might hear some gunshots going off. Okay, just a few little stragglers here. I don't want to get too close to the rocks. See how this there's dirt out here. It's a little bit dry, but the irises that they're in a pot that I've already broke open just to see what I'm dealing with dirt-wise. Is in some pretty, hey Goldie, is in some pretty dense dirt, so I think they'll be okay out here, and it's not that far for me to have to walk out with my watering can. Hi. You were in the house earlier. Oh, maybe I'll just plant them here. That would work. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do, is I'll just maybe see how I can get into the dirt. Maybe it will work. Oh, I don't even have a camera that way. Here I am blathering away. You can't even see what I'm looking at. I just rolled this log back, and it's, you know, dirt underneath it. I'm not sure if I can get, not a hole, but, you know, a cylinder deep enough for that. I'm going to try. Otherwise, I'll go back to plan A and see if that works, because I'm going to plant, I want to plant around the flag tree. So I'm going to go get my gardening tools and we'll see how it goes. Okay, let's test this area. It probably, yeah, it's too, there's a little bit of dirt, but it's too rocky right in there. And this may not even work either. I may have to totally rethink what I'm doing with these guys. That one's a little too. I don't know. I have a second spot that might be better. This just is too rocky in here. Not really a good growing spot. So let's go over to my second spot and see if that'll work. This is my second choice. This is probably where I'm going to do it. This rock is here to protect our Windstream pedestal. We're actually the end of the line from Stark City out here for Windstream and their not fiber lines, but anyway, the internet lines. We do have a telephone line out here, but we don't use that. But I'm thinking, and I thought of this before, is that I've got 5 of those irises that I can plant kind of like in the crevices around this rock. I think I just need to clean it out a little bit from the grass, because that is an issue, and maybe put a few more rocks around as a border. So let's see how that works out. As you can see, the little hedger still works pretty good as a long arm grass. And now I'm just going to go around the around the rock and clean out a little bit of the grass that's already, that you can't get with rock. Take two on this. I'm going to go around the rock and clean out the grass that the hedger can't get because I don't want to ding it up on the rock. So there's just a few places, and I can kind of see where I want to put my irises, and I think this will be probably a better spot than where I originally thought. I thought it'd be cool around the flagpole, a little color, but it's only probably good to have seasonal pots out there to plant. So. Okay, so what I'm thinking is I've got two small ones that I can put here. I can put one here in this corner. I think that would be kind of cool. And I don't know what color these are going to bloom out to in the spring. And I can put one here and a big one of the big ones out here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how many starts I have left. I have a small one in a pot that I'm going to let grow that way. So I'm going to set this here while I get them ready. Yeah. Put this over here so you can see what I got. I think this is a pretty good one to put over there on the other side, and this one like in the corners, this one in a corner, this one in a corner, and these two right here in the front. That's what I'm thinking. And as you can see, they're root bound, so it is time to get them in the dirt. Okay. And I don't know if they were planted in clay or, I'm just not sure. I think this is the tuber that they're all coming off of. And let's see if I can. This one here. What's going on the back side? This was, I got these, like I said earlier, at the Okie Homestead, and the vendor had just dug them out. You can see how the roots are going. So I think they're pretty good to, be transplanted. I've had them for 2 months now, so these ones are going to go here. This one's going to go on that side. You're going to get, it's east. We're looking east in the camera, so they're getting all that morning sun, and as it comes over, then they'll get the west, the tree will give them filtered sunlight in the afternoon. I have to come over here and soak these really good after I get them planted. I'm going to go down about, I don't know, 4 inches. Yeah, but I need it. I don't know. I need this tuber. Got a new start coming up off this tuber, so I think I'm going to have to make a rectangular hole. Which is okay because the surface of this rock will. I have some other dirt I'm going to fill the hole with so it isn't sitting in this hard stuff. Okay. I'm going to go get my dirt, dig the holes for these others, and then bring you back. Fingers crossed I can keep these guys alive because I really want to see what their color is. But I've got the two together that I showed you before I planted them. And I actually have 2 starts down here. One's right here, if you can see it in the shade. And then the other one is across the way. So I've kind of kept them exposed so they can grow. So this side of the rock will take a few more. So I know they're tubular, so I have to watch that. That's okay. And then I have a single right here, and then a bigger single over here in this little crevice of the rock. I don't know where we got this rock from. And then I have this one out here in the front. And like I said, the sun's coming from the east, which right now I'm looking south. And so everybody's going to get sun. You know, there's 6 hours. These guys on this side will get it more as it gets high noon and drops over at 2 o'clock. But this tree here will give them filtered sun, so they won't burn. And they've been in filtered sun over there by the porch. That's it for my September gardening update. Garden still producing, looks like crap, but next year we'll do better. And got my irises planted. I do have a couple more replants, but this video I think has gone long enough, so I may do those as a short or something. But as always, thanks for watching and have a great day.